Things. We look for decision making, timing, and accuracy. Those are the three main focuses of what we do. And he's in a situation where he's trying to perfect his game and take us to a different level, take us to a championship level. And those are the three areas we're focusing on the most, is making proper decisions, not to force the ball, getting the ball out on time, and getting it to our receivers as quickly as possible, and then having the accuracy to let them do things after the catch.
It seems like, I can recall maybe one or two broken plays where he tried to force it, but it seems like the decision-making's really stepped up this spring.
I think he's made it a huge point of emphasis going into last year. You look at his freshman year, he's 15 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Last year, he's 26 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, which is over a 2-to-1 ratio. We want to be even better than that this year. So that's what our primary focus is on. We do have to keep on getting better at when there is a bad play. Don't make a bad play worse. Just go to throw it away and let's go to second down. And those are the things that he's working extremely hard to improve.
How would you assess Matt as a deep ball thrower? There were some chances last year that would have made a big difference, but it was just a little bit off.
He's made a nice point of emphasis of that in the off season, especially out here in spring. Made a nice play today on the post to Markeith, and that's an area that when we have our opportunities we have to make. He did a nice job of improving his completion ratio last year, going from 58% to almost 63%, and now we got to be able to keep improving in the deep ball area and make those shots when they're available.
Can you see a big jump in terms of just his leadership, especially maybe with working with the young guys,
There's
quarterbacks?
No question. He's a vocal leader on the field, being a captain from last year and coming into his third year in the system. He has a lot more confidence, and you can see that. You can see that in his games. There's nobody on this team that doesn't respect Matt on and off the field, and that's good when at your quarterback position.
Any thoughts on how the three freshmen are going in that number 2 battle?
They're all alerted right now. I wish we had about 50 more practices is what I wish, but right now, Jesse's doing a nice job. He's been a year in the system, and thank goodness we have the other two young men here, Cody and Max, to have a spring and get a spring under the belt. It's so hard to come into training camp and just have a chance to compete. So they're here in spring. All three of those young men are trying to catch up as quickly as possible, and all three are competing, which I'm very pleased with.
It seems like it's going to be a really fluid situation that whoever, if one person has that number 2 spot coming out of the spring, the way, some are throwing and the stuff that they can improve, that it's going to
That's the beauty of this place. I really think is Coach Kiffin provides a tremendous competitive atmosphere, and you never can rest on your laurels. That's the beauty of college football. Usually the hottest quarterback plays, and you have to keep perfecting your game and keep on improving as a quarterback, and that's what I enjoy about these three kids. They're trying to get better every day.
Thanks, Coach. I really appreciate you hanging around.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
A couple questions here.
Yeah.
Just can you kind of assess where each of the younger quarterbacks are at, like Max Wittek, Kessler, and Scroggins?
I think right now they're just trying to understand the offense and understand the progression offense, understanding reading college coverages, and like I said, there's three things we look for as quarterbacks. We look for decision making, timing, and accuracy, and a lot of their issues right now is just the timing part of it, and that's understanding the offense. Obviously, they're into their 6th practice, and we have a huge amount of offense, and so they're trying to catch up. I love the work they're putting into it, and they're competing extremely hard.
Yeah, you guys are blessed to have, like you're talking about, these 4 quarterbacks, Matt being the starter, and it's really an intense competition for the backup role. And it seems like one day Kessler maybe has a better day. Yesterday Max seemed to have, not yesterday, Thursday Max, but today Jesse really seemed like he stood out today, and Coach Kevin even talked about how even in the huddle.
Yeah, I tell you what, one of the things that you want as a quarterback is confidence, and I think Jesse's gaining more confidence now, having a training camp and now going through a fall, starting to understand the system, and when that happens, you need to reflect that confidence to your offense, and he did a nice job of that today.
Is it pretty much going to be the end of spring is when the decision's going to be made who the backup's going to be, or could this go into the fall?
I think that's always a decision for Coach Kiffin. Coach Kiffin, the one beautiful thing that I love about him, it's always a competitive atmosphere here. You never rest on your laurels. Every day is a competition out here, and usually in college football, the hottest quarterback plays. So you better be keeping and improving your game and becoming a better quarterback. It's a competition every day at USC.
All right, hey Coach, appreciate you taking time to talk to us.
Thank you.